hello. Right, so in this video, a 5-card spread. This time we are using the Starman Tarot, so we will get down to that in just a second. I want to say a big thank you to everyone really for all your support. Basically, lots of you have supported me in lots of different ways. Every comment helps, every subscription helps, and do subscribe if you haven't already. Actually, that helps the channel no end. And, you know, some of you guys have sent me some money, which is wonderful, and I really appreciate it. I still haven't quite scraped together enough for a new computer, but I'm going to be looking at that in January. We're a bit too close to the festive season at the moment. It's all happening. The holidays are just about upon us. We've already had Thanksgiving, and we're very much on our way towards what that tree is all about, which is going to be happening soon too. But yeah, thanks ever so much, guys. I've been trying to kind of cobble something together so I can do live readings, which is, you know, it was really the meat of the channel, what the channel was all about, and I will do my very best, my absolute utmost to bring that back. Anyway, in this reading, so in this video, as I said, we're going to do a 5-card, pick a card reading with the Starman Tarot. Don't be shy, go ahead, pick a card, pick all 5 of them, which I strongly recommend actually, but it's entirely up to you. Listen to your spirit guides, listen to your subconscious mind, which is what they're forever trying to talk to, and pick one, pick more, pick them all. It's entirely up to you. And this from the Starman deck by the incredibly talented the incredibly talented David De Angelis, who produced a lot of artwork for David Bowie, and you may recognize his style in some of these cards. So we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, sorry if I've got that going right to left instead of left to right, but this is I've already drawn the cards. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so we will start off with card number 1, friends. If you have made your selection, we have got the 9 of Swords for card number 1. There it is. Really graphic images that David De Angelis comes up with. Is it David? Is it David? Is it Davide? Who knows? I certainly don't know anyone, but this is most certainly the 9 of Swords here. And whenever we get swords, we've got something going on in the mind, which is probably not the easiest of things to work out when we get a sword card. That's what it's drawing attention to. So look into whatever kind of psychological turmoil might be going on, whatever's going on with your thoughts. This can be nightmares, but, you know, illusions, generally speaking, are part of what's going on here. So question your fears. Think, where does that fear come from? Sometimes we're driven by old fears from the past. It's an unfortunate part of the human condition, actually. When we've feared something in the past, we'll likely go on fearing it long into the future, if not for the rest of our lives. And that is a shame, because these things are there to be solved. And, you know, life is long and we are able to solve those things, really. So question those fears. And ask yourself, you know, where is my fear coming from? Or if this is reminding you strongly of someone else in your life, someone who you know, ask where are their fears coming from, actually, because sometimes people react out of a place of fear and it makes our own lives difficult. It adds to our own turmoil. But basically, you are not alone. That's another meaning of this card. You are absolutely not alone ever. So you've got this character down here, clutching at his head or her head, and there are heavenly influences all around, so you are not alone. You're never alone. We've even got some beautiful purple healing colour at the top there. So there is card number 1, friends. That is the 9 of Swords. Next card we have is this one. What's it going to be? It's going to be the 4 of something, because I can see it, and it's the 4 of Wands. There it is. And we have these kind of 2 characters walking pretty much hand in hand there, and they're walking on a rather beautiful looking path into some beautiful colours, but there's a bit of darkness around there as well. So what that is all about is really the traditional meaning of the Four of Wands. You know, there's a stage being set for celebration here, but it isn't completely set up yet. We do have the number 4, the angel number, and the number of great stability coming into this. So things are pretty well set up. What needs to happen is that if you drew this card, you particularly need to communicate and build your pillars of relationship. In other words, make sure you've got a steady path for your relationship to walk along, like these two characters have got going on here. And there are wheels ticking, there's all sorts of things happening, but there is a great deal of light. And the message of this card really is that if you do that communication, if you really give your best to building up the pillars of whatever relationship you have, and that can be work and family just as much as falling in love with somebody, work at that, you're going to achieve your balance, basically, and it's going to be a beautiful balance. This is a very, very positive card. It really is. But there is a slight warning. Everyone involved needs to be on their best behaviour to really make this one work out. Okay, but it's the Four of Wands, the suit of getting things done and making things happen. So incredibly positive, and there's some action coming in there. There really is. Now this brings us to card number 3. This is very much the heart of the matter, and this is the Princess of, what is it? Princess of Pentacles. I couldn't quite see that there. So earthiness here, and particularly with a royal card, a court card from the Pentacles deck, we need to be looking at grounding. We need to be as reliable as we possibly can be. And really, it's about being observant and also being resourceful. And the more grounded you are, the better that is going to work. And the more the Princess of Pentacles is going to bring into your life in terms of the abundance that the Pentacles are always about. But look at the small details. Okay, we're not out of the woods yet. She isn't the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Pentacles. She is the Princess of Pentacles. So there is a little further to go. Look at the small details and think about collaborating with other people, you know, because as you collaborate with other people in this respect, you're essentially collaborating with the Princess of Pentacles, and that is going to make things happen so much more smoothly and bring a much better outcome, really. But take notice of all those small details. It really matters. Okay, 8 of Cups is next. And so water energy here, the flow of abundance, the flow of life, all reflected in the flow of water, the most flowing thing there is. Now the 8 of Cups, 8, a very auspicious number, the number of as above, so below, the number of eternity. This is all about turning your back on what is already known, which isn't always the best thing to do, actually. But sometimes you can really make things a lot less complicated if you just sort of forget what you've already learned and start afresh. It's a bit like if you've ever spent, you know, half your life studying something and then finally gone to college or gone to a job and got training to do the thing, and they say, right, forget everything you already know about this and we'll start from scratch. It's more practical. It gets things done much better. There's a new journey indicated here, of course, and essentially it's about returning to nature. You know, when we think of the element of water here, return to nature and observe the wisdom of Mother Nature, because Mother Nature is an incredibly wise influence, and that will, excuse me, I'm coughing. Mother Nature is very resourceful herself, and she will show you things that maybe you missed in your earlier summing up of things and working out what things mean. So this brings us to the last card, friends. Which is this going to be? Let's turn it around and see. It is number 21 from the Major Arcana. It is the World. So this is an auspicious card, meaning that things are moving into an auspicious time. Things are looking pretty good. You will achieve success in whatever you're trying to do if you haven't already. It is the end card, so we've got a way to go before we get there maybe, but this shows that success is on its way. You just got to walk in harmony with Mother Earth, very much like we were saying in the 8 of Cups, and gather your people together, gather your soul tribe together, be with them, and that way you're going to be able to give your best. So, there is today's reading, friends. I hope you found that helpful. I'm really looking forward to getting on live again. I say this in every video now, but it means a lot to me. I would love to be able to do that. And that time is coming for sure. It won't be long. I just hope I manage to patch a computer together. Computers are so different now. 10 years ago, I knew how to build a computer, but so much is different. Still, I will keep trying, and I hope you guys will keep trying too. Thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed this one. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment. We'll share the journey, and I'll see you again in a future video. So love to you all, light to you all, blessings to you all, and to you all also, peace.